tweet it out, bro. Therapy Army. Let's be having you. Let's be having you, Therapy Army. We are 2 days away. I'm here with my man Saeed, mate. 100K, Saeed.
Come on.
What do you know about that graph, mate? You should be on 500,000 to me. You should be on 1 million for the amount of hours and the graph that you post in, man. 4 or 5 shows a day, mate. Who can do that? Breaking news, reacting every minute. So listen, people. Yeah. Let's go and do this, man. Let's go and do this. But it's 2 days, bro. 2 days. 2 days till the big.
The transfer deadline day.
Oh, you're doing the transfer deadline day. So that's the question. When you started, say, are you doing it or you don't? Are you staying away?
I used to be excited, man. When it was on Sky Sports like 10 years ago, I'd watch it and I'd actually look forward to it. But now, Twitter's just kind of ruined it, man. Like these Twitter journalists, Twitter ITKs, they've ruined the whole kind of concept of like transfers. Before it used to be exciting. You go home after a long day, you put on Sky Sports News, boom, be excited. But now everything's tweeted out, man. And listen, they've got to do what they got to do for Fabrizio and all these journalists, but at the same time, they've kind of milked it a little bit, man, with the whole transfer window. So I'm actually like quite happy it's going to be over soon. I genuinely am. Get on to football, no transfer talk, no hiding. It's time to straight football tactics. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
proper tactics. You know what I'm saying?
The games. Let's get the content in the game. The content will unravel itself because the games will tell you everything you need to know. So we don't have to talk about this player being linked, that player being linked. FC, man. Yeah, but big up, man. Big up to Nura Beats and big up to everybody in the chat, man. Love, big up Nura Beats, man. My guy who does all the thumbnails for the channel.
Come on, big up Nura Beats, man.
Check it out, man. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be with him tomorrow. Him and Fosi. We'll be talking about Liverpool United doing a preview at 9 tomorrow.
Damn.
So you should jump on that, man. Make it a Mali.
What time is it on?
9 o'clock, man. You're 9 o'clock.
If you're still live after the big 6, I'll jump on.
Yeah. Fingers crossed, man. Big up Fosi, man. Big up Mohammed. Big up to all those Liverpool fans, innit? The Mali United Liverpool fans, innit?
There's a lot of them, There's a lot.
Yeah, there's too many Mali Reds, mate. You know what I mean? We got to do a podcast once a month, I think, about the Mali Reds, yo.
The Mali Reds.
The red divide. The red divide. Get the red divide, The bitter divide, bro. That's what we should call it. The bitter Mali divide. Big up, man.
That's the Mali divide, man.
Yeah, that's crazy. Honestly, there's too many of them, bro. There's too many of them,
Too many, bro. There's actually too many of them,
bro. What? Our people have been coming to like Liverpool since like the end, like at the beginning of the 19th century,
Yeah.
Talking about hundreds of years ago, bro.
Wow.
It's madness. Seamen, innit? Seamen.
Oh,
Seamen, innit? We're a culture of seeing it.
Voyages, yeah.
So people have been coming and popping, you know what I mean? Big up, if you know in it, Granby Street.
Big up from Tanzania, man.
Yeah. You know what? There's a Somali center. You know what I mean? Cultural Arts Center. When I was in Liverpool, I got some scran, some food.
You were Liverpool there, innit?
I went to Liverpool, man. I went to Liverpool, man. Big up people from Tanzania and East Africa. East Africa is in the house, people. But let's go, Saeed. We've got Zertsky. We've got Euro. We've got Dele. We've got man like Masuri. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Mazarawi,
Mazarawi. We've got Ugarte. Ugarte, Manuel.
Come on.
Ugarte. Uruguay.
By the way, I think did his countryman down the football pitch?
Yeah. So what happened? So basically, I don't know if he passed away or I don't know. I think something bad happened.
He apparently passed away.
He passed away. Yeah. He collapsed. Yeah, that's it. The heart.
Sad.
These footballers, certain footballers, like had it, like the heart problem thing. For me, the most crazy one was watching Matt Finney and Foe, who used to play for Man City.
Yeah, I was a bit young. I was a bit young.
Yeah. I was watching the game on telly. It was the Le Tournoi before the 98 World Cup. It was a year before. And it was Senegal versus somebody. I don't know who they played. But I remember in collapse. That was my first one. Then we've seen all the big... Obviously, the one that you remember is, the Spurs player. He survived it.
Yeah, survived. I remember the Sevilla player as well.
The Sevilla player passed away as well. So, and then we had like so many happening over COVID. You know what I mean? So many footballers passed away over COVID. So It's absolute madness what's been happening. But yeah, hold tight to all the Uruguay. So they cancelled the football games, innit, last week. They cancelled all the football games last week in Uruguay. Because I got a brethren who's traveling through there as we speak right now. He said the people are mad excited about Ugarte joining United.
Is
it?
I mean?
Yeah. The people, the Uruguayan people are massive, innit? Because of you know who put the Scousers in the bed, mate. You know what I mean? Diego, Diego,
Now, I'm glad because this is our. He's
from Uruguay.
That's mad, you know, for a country that's got 3 million people, right?
Saeed.
And we've got 3 players from Uruguay. That's mad, you know. Pelestri, Diego Forlan, and now Ugarte. It's mad that we deep it.
Yo, big up.
We've had our first Moroccan as well. We had our first Moroccan player.
We had 2. We had a second Moroccan. We had Amrabat
and now second.
And now we've had our first Africans actually. The first time actually 2 Africans set each other up for United to score.
What? When was this?
That against Brighton. First time somebody from Africa assisted another African player to score. Crazy, bro.
Mad.
That is mad. Then we had Cavani as well. We had Cavani. So Cavani.
Oh yeah, Cavani. Forgot about Cavani.
Yeah.
What am I doing? I forgot about
Cavani because my guy had hardly ever played something. My guy was.
You know what it was? It's because it was in lockdown, innit? That's why.
My guy was.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Nordin. I know what you said about Cavani, right? Yeah, but imagine him in front of the Old Trafford crowd, man. That would have been a different player, mate. I'm telling you, man. He was in lockdown when there was no crowd. There's a lot of lockdown ballers we had, man, that didn't get to play with a crowd, man.
But to me, we should have bought him 10 years ago, bro. When he left Napoli, Manchester United should have bought him. Even before he got to Napoli, we should have bought him. That's what I'm saying to you about that Cavani. That's why now I can't say about Lenny Euro. We should have bought him before he went to Real Madrid. No, he's come to Manchester United now. You know what I mean? Now, so we'll see.
Even this Kone player. Kone.
Let me tell you something about Uruguay. Some of the toughest people. They're a very small country. They're next to the big country. Listen, Brazil is like a continent, trust me. You go to Brazil one day and you'll realize how big Brazil is, Uruguay is that small. You know, I think the second World Cup or the first World Cup, guess what? Guess what? It was Uruguay against Brazil. Uruguay versus Brazil at the Maracanã side. I've been to the Maracanã. It's in Rio,
You've been really? No, you've been to it,
Yeah, I've been. It's a huge. You know what? I was there and I was like, I'm not going to take photos. I'm going to just enjoy it, walking.
Enjoy it.
Yeah. So, Saeed, it was 100-seater, but guess how many people turned up that day? 200,000.
200,000.
200,000. They reckon it's one of the biggest football games in the history of football. But that's how many Brazilians packed, Saeed.
Wow.
Uruguay went there and collected a trophy. In Brazil, they still tell you about that day ago. The darkest day in the history of Brazil.
That's crazy, man. Man said darkest day, you know.
Saeed, you know that Pele? Pele was only a kid, yeah? Pele grabs his dad. His dad was crying. They're watching it in this small, I think they were listening to it on the radio in the favela. And you know what? Pele went and dried his dad's tears out and said, "Don't worry, Dad. I'll win the trophy for Brazil." How mad is that? This is like little baby, like child Pele telling his dad, "I'm gonna win that trophy for Brazil. Don't worry."
Yeah,
that is mad, bro. Can you imagine, like speaking your future into existence, bro? That is mad. Pele did that because his dad was a footballer. Like Pele's dad. And so to me, when Brazilians talk to me about that, I was like, "Yo, tell me about Uruguay, yo." And they're like, "Nah, we don't want to talk about it." You know what? Nobody wants to talk about it, bro. You know what they started doing? They started doing all this. They started praying, bro. They started doing the prayers. What they're telling me about it. So, bro, Uruguayans are not to be messed with, bro. Especially their midfielders. So one thing about this guy, I'm never gonna say Ugarte was lazy. I'm never gonna say Ugarte, why didn't you put it in? You know what I mean? I might say, Ugarte, why didn't you get the pass right? Ugarte, why didn't you tackle that man? But I'm never going to say for effort and say, Ugarte, you didn't do this. You know what I mean? They're midfielders.
You still see this quote? He said, when we got the ball, it's a game. When we don't have the ball, it's a fight. You know? I want to see
they're a nation of fighters, bro. They're a nation of fighters.
Oh, you not seen him in the Copa America against Argentina, man. You know what I mean? Man was giving it to them to Enzo Fernandez.
I want him to play on something, Saeed. I just want him to give it to the Scousers.
He won't play, but he won't play. He'll be on the bench.
I need him to give it to the Scousers, bro.
He's not had a preseason. He's not had no game time.
I know, but I need him to give it to the Scousers. He's been training, though. He's fit, man. He's fit, ready. Give him a half.
Bro, the manager won't do it, man. You know what the manager's like? He'll probably start him at in November or something. You know what I mean?
So I'll name them in it. Ugarte. And the big thing about Uruguay, bro, is that he's 23, so he can get better.
He's still young, man.
Yeah. So look at the average age we signed.
Yes.
Look at the average
age-wise, yes.
Yeah. We signed
age-wise.
We signed two 18-year-olds. One of them is 17, I think. We just signed that Kone, that
big up that brother, man.
Our
first Senegal player.
Yeah, Kone. Yeah, Kone, yeah.
That might be our first Senegalese player, you know, man. Shout out to them, man.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Is it in Mali? Is he Mali or Senegalese?
Sorry, but my bad. It's Mali.
Mali. Yeah, Mali. Yeah. Yo, Malian. Yeah. So we got now, and then we got the Nigerian brother now, Chipper. You know what I mean? So he's from Denmark or Norway. Yeah, but he's Nigerian heritage, isn't he? He's born. I think is he born Denmark or whatever?
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. He's born in one of these countries. He might want to play for them. To be fair, you don't know. But for me, I'll be shocked he don't play in Nigeria, man. But anyway, so we signed two. So we signed in young. We got two. Yeah. We now have to say. Then we got Masraoui. Masraoui's 26. He's the oldest actually we've signed. Yeah. Masraoui, and that's 26. Ineos, man. They've done well in that aspect. That's 26. I'm surprised you're not giving that a bit of praise, you know. No, I am. That's what I'm pointing it out. Ugarte's 23. Zerski's 23. Madelik is 25. Yep. Euro's 18. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, who am I missing out? And that's it. Ugarte and Zerski are the same age. Yeah. Right, 23. And then that's why we don't want Raheem Sterling. You know what I mean? That's my next question. So why the hell am I want to go and get washed up Sterling and a washed up Chidwell? Talk to me. Bro, I can't lie to you, man. I thought this deal was done, but apparently it's not done, this Sancho deal, man. It's still 50-50, Norrin, man, as to where he goes. But Juventus, please, I'm praying, take the player, man. Please. You know what I mean? Obviously, if it was my choice, you know what I mean? I think he could have some sort of game time at Man United, the way Anthony's playing, but for his own benefit. Yeah. Did you see what he posted on IG? Yeah, of course, man. He's showing that man's got the skills, fam. You know what I mean? Man can do it. Days, you know. Of course. If he telling us, this is what you're letting go, you know what I mean? You're letting go, of course. This is what you're letting go. No, he barely posts anything, you know. He barely posts about United or. And why is he posting that volley, you know, like top bins? Because he knows social media. Who can hit top bins, you know. Bro, when you look at Sancho's ball striking ability, I think it's one of the best we've got in terms of actual being as well, like his actual shot accuracy. Like when he shoots, he scores. Composed. Last season before against Liverpool. What a goal that was. Oh, our manager doesn't want him though, innit? He doesn't fit into Eric Ten Hag. Eric Ten Hag wants horrid FC, mate. He wants runners. Horrid FC. Here we go. This is it. Horrid FC side. That's what he wants. So at the end of the day, when I look at that, I think, why should we let it go? Because he's a footballer. We need footballers. But then I look at who's managing Juventus. Who's managing Juventus, and he wants footballers. He don't want no runners. Your boy Chiesa. He said, go and run Anfield. Run there from Turin. Run all the way, lad, for that 10 million. That's peanuts, by the way. Even though I think the guy's injury prone. Bro, it's peanuts. I would have took a gamble. Even if he played 5 games, it's all good. It's all good, man. If he plays 10 million. 10 million, that's bro. He's an Italian international. He's 26. He's not like he's old. Do you know what I mean? He's gonna be like a son where when his pace goes, he'll be a striker, man. Do you know what I mean? So, bro, I think they've done well in that aspect, man. United at the minute, like I said to you, no Sterling. We don't want Sterling. We don't want association with him. It is still lingering around. You know what the worry for me is, though, is that he's not been linked with any other clubs, unless it's Saudi. Because, bro, is he going Saudi? I don't think he's going Saudi. Sancho, no.
No. So is he going abroad? I don't think so.
I think Juventus. I think Juventus will make or break. I can't. Chelsea. Listen, if you're
talking about Sterling.
Oh, Sterling. No. Yo, bro. Listen, Saeed. He has to sort it out. I don't think Sterling is going anywhere between me and you.
That's what I'm saying.
He's owed by by Chelsea, £70 million in wages.
Bro.
They have to give him the 70 mil for him to walk. Are you mad? He's saying, I ain't going nowhere until you give me the 3-year contract with. I thought it'd be like they'll work out a 30 million package. He wants 70 million.
Especially if you get disrespected the way you have been in terms of getting your shirt number taken off you, not being playing.
And
you
Chelsea,
know what I mean?
And Chelsea have got history, Saeed. Winston Bogart is the guy. I want to remind you, jog your memory back. My guy, they were like, we're not going to play. Train with the kids. They're going to hit you up. My guy, 3.5 years, he sat on the bench.
He's on 50 grand a week.
He sat on the bench. Bro, he's not there. He's not there, bro. And he was like, I'm not getting this anywhere else. Where am I going? And that's what I'm talking about. When these teams sign players have the right. They have the right. For me, I will always think the footballer, the kid that love football, the kid that love football, Saeed, that is inside you, That's inside you, innit? Right? So I always think you should go out and play football because football career is short. But when you're thinking about 70 million, you're like, where am I going? And the only thing we know, Bowley's got connections, Saeed, to where? To Saudi. The only way Sterling can go is Saudi, mate. And
he don't want to go there. He's made it clear that bro, come on, man. We're disrespecting Sterling a little bit here now. He's still a Premier.
He's some better ballers. Neymar is a better player than Sterling. Neymar's in Saudi. What are you talking about?
No, but the thing is, though, I'm talking about Raheem's perspective. He's thinking, he's stubborn in his mind, thinking, I don't want to be going to Saudi Arabia at this time. Culturally as well, his kids and whatnot, they're not going to be like, it's a big move, like to go leave your house in London to go to what do you call it, Saudi Arabia. It's a big move, man. You know what I'm trying to say? So on the day, for him's sake, he's thinking, nah, I'm not ready for that right now. My point for me is Sterling is that if he's staying, then cool, he's staying. But the only club I can see him going to right now, and the move that I can see only happening, is that Man United move. That makes me worried. That's why I'm saying Juventus, please.
But how do you see it? But Saeed, even I'm hearing tonight, right? Just before being between the Mandem talk. People go and check out the Mandem talk. It got heated, people. It got heated.
Zionists as well. Some Zionists tried to put out something before from the Guardian, man. Bun that guy, man.
That dickhead.
Yeah, dickhead. Yeah, he's trying to say that it's still happening, and man, he's writing up bullshit comments.
Oh, Saeed, he's a dickhead. Listen. I'm hearing
this. What was he saying before? You saying?
So what I'm hearing this. People go and check out the Mandem talk, man. He got heated. By the way, Neji and big up. I love Neji and Marcel, but they got a bit pressed. They were on the defensive.
Bro, I got Marcel today. I said to him, well, so what's the plan? He said, well, I don't know the plan right now.
And then the other word he said as well, about an hour later, I'm confused. I'm like, welcome to our
world.
We got Musa concussion as well. Musa we've been concussed FC for a long time.
Concussed, man. I'm telling you, bro.
To say, I'm confused.
Bro, if you're confused, what do you think we are, man? We're confused as well. Do you know what I mean? We're literally confused. Oh man,
it's bad. Listen, it's absolutely bad. So people, please go and check out the Mandem talk. It was
check
jokes
it out, man.
Today. It was jokes. It got heated. It's always, isn't it? It gets heated, bro. But big up to Marcel, right? But what I'm saying to you, after the show finished, I got a text. Somebody saying, even if Sancho goes to Juventus. Because the Dan Ashworth's relationship with Sterling through England and all that, he might be heading this way. And I'm like, what are you talking about? So for me, the age range that I just described to you, which I do give credit. I do give credit. Kone 18, Cheeto 18, you know what I mean? Yarrow 18. Yeah. You know what I mean? Zertsky.
Zertsky 23, nice age as well.
Ugarte 23.
Yep.
Mazraoui 26 and Delit 25. That's it. I want to ask you, do you think if it wasn't Sterling, no conversation, who else would you like to see at Manchester United? I know you've been asking about it.
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. We need a ball player midfielder, man. Like that one there. I can't believe United have just abandoned, ignored him, man. I'll be real with you, man. It is making me a bit, you know what I mean, confused. But then I'm like, maybe it's because the manager don't want to play like that, Nordin. He don't want to play like this. I don't think people, to be honest with you, the manager wants to play in a system where he wants to keep the ball. I don't think he wants it. You know, there's a reason why he wanted to keep McTominay, you know, at the team. You know what I mean? And right now, McTominay is not in the team. You know what I mean? And he's going to Napoli. But I was just saying, Nordin, that, like, you know, maybe this is what the manager wants. He wants, he doesn't want to have maybe control. He wants to press high up the pitch. And, you know, Marcel talked about the 4-2-4 kind of formation he wants to play. That's maybe a new thing this year, to press up high up the pitch. But yeah, man, I think for me, Sander Berge would have made sense. Rabiot's still available. Can you get him on low wages? Apparently, he's in talks with who is he in talks with today? Is it AC Milan or someone? I'm sure it's a team. I can't remember. He's having talks with some team. But yeah, I think for me,
well, his mum is listen, Saeed. Well, his mum is trying to rinse another club.
I know.
Let's be real. He's not talking to anyone. His mum's on the phone rinsing him, trying to rinse. Try and make him the highest paid player.
I think this is us, you know, guys. I genuinely think this is us. It's Sancho, getting rid of Sancho, and then that'll be it for us, man. And maybe Lindelof. I don't think there's any incomings, you know. Even though I think there should be, I don't think there's any incomings. I really don't. I don't see any incomings coming through the door. Does anyone believe there will be? I don't think there is. Because, you know, like, for me, it'll be a hasty decision. I don't want to see Amrabat coming through the door. I don't want no, like, last-minute decisions and, like, madness. It's good for the content, but I don't think it's good for Man United. Do you know what I mean? Like, it might be good for us because we could talk about it, but not for United, bro. And that's the main thing we want to succeed. We want United to succeed. I'm happy with that. You've got 5 signings, 5 starters. The manager has to now succeed. You know what I'm on there? Like, generally, we are good. Yeah, maybe Eriksen or not, that's cool. But that's it, man. That's it. We're good now. The manager, you've got your players. I don't want to be hearing no excuses. You've got 2 positions. You got 2 players in every position. See you later. You know what I mean? You want to introduce Collier and you think he's going to be a big player this season? Right, there's your second man for on the other side. So let's see what he can do. But I would have loved maybe another forward, Nordin. You know, maybe because I think the goals are quite dry, and I ain't gonna lie to you, but the goals are a bit of a concern if I'm being truly.
So Tony on the last hour landed. That would break the internet, wouldn't it? That would break the internet.
Tony. You know what do you think's wrong with this Tony situation, Nordin? Like, do you believe there's something going on? Like, is he waiting for Al Ali? Me and Raz were speaking about it before. Like, is it a situation of waiting for Al Ali or what?
I think he would have gone already if he made his mind up. I think he is not made his mind up yet. I think what he's trying to do, Saeed, is negotiate with mainly Chelsea and other Premier League teams to see what wages they can offer. Can they go? Okay. Can they go 3/4 of the way towards the Saudi money? Because apparently Saudi is going to earn about close to 4 with all the bonuses and that. He's going to earn like nearly 400 grand. But apparently, I'm reading between the lines. He's saying because this is the last big contract, isn't it? Last big contract. He wants to secure the bag, and the guaranteed securing of the bag is Saudi. But he's not 100% made his mind up yet because he's like, I want to play in the Champions League. You know what I mean? I want to play for a title challenge. I want to be involved in the big clubs. He loves the Prem still. He wants to bank. You know, he wants to test
club right now. I think it's going to be Chelsea. That's it. But then Chelsea are waiting for Osimhen.
So Osimhen's not coming, bro.
You know, but Osimhen is now. Al Ali has flown over to Napoli. Apparently, their representatives to sort out a deal for Osimhen, but Chelsea are still waiting. Al Ali are waiting that Chelsea don't buy into his terms, so it leaves them the door open for them to kind of get the man, basically. So then, hear this out. So then if they don't do that, then they will go for Tony. But then by then, tomorrow, something's got to happen tomorrow. I think tomorrow could be a big day because I don't see it happening on a deadline.
On a deadline, because you've got to fly to be fair, Saeed, one thing you have to understand as well, you know, the Saudi clubs, their transfer it's not on deadline day and our deadline day. Their transfer is way later. So their transfer is not in line. So people who need to go to Saudi can go to Saudi after the deadline closes, after Friday. Whoever needs to go to Saudi will go, right? The thing is that for me is Tony would have been done already, I think, because he was already did not kick a ball. He didn't
Makes
play
sense.
any ball. He's not even in the squad. You don't see him in the stadium with Brentford. So he's waiting, and he's representing the waiting to any Premier League team to bite. And if they don't bite, then he's going to go to, to secure the bag for his family, his future.
Yes.
And I don't blame him for that. But I think 200 grand a week or around that would get him. And I think the only club who can offer that madness of money is them. But in terms of Sancho to Chelsea, like, I'm looking at, if I'm Sancho, I'm not stupid. I'm like, look how many wingers you've got. How am I getting in this team? You've already got Palmer as a number 10. Like,
already. Yeah, it's true. It's true, bro. When you deep it like that, it's so true, But
for me, Juventus, you're definitely getting in Juventus, even though they signed Juventus. You're going to be that one of the first. They've just got rid of Chiesa.
He's getting the 7 shirt as well. Chiesa's just left the 7 shirt there. So I think it's a possibility. But my biggest thing is that we just don't get the wrong end of the stick, and we get caught in this because we've stepped away from Chilwell. So Chilwell's not happening.
Thank God
now, I know, man.
Sterling, thank God for that. Saeed,
imagine.
Let me say something about Chilwell. Chilwell is even more injury prone than Luke Shaw.
Luke Shaw, I know. It's mad. And he's on big wages as well. He's on like 200 grand a week.
And the club thought they could do it. They thought they could get it out there, man. Nah, it's not happening. For me,
even him, he's probably thinking, and Nuruddin, send there Tom the link. He just messaged me. Yeah. But even he's thinking, like, at this minute, like, I want to keep my wages because he's on 200 grand a week, right? So maybe he wants to earn his bread because he knows Cucurella is, he could come out of form and then he's there available and he's all of a sudden a left back. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So, boy, I'm. It's going to be interesting. Like, I'm telling you, tomorrow will be a big day. I think Liverpool might make something happen on the final tomorrow as well. Tomorrow, I think deadline day is going to be a bit kind of overhyped. Like, I don't think nothing's going to happen on deadline day. I think it's going to happen on tomorrow. Tomorrow's a day for me, Nuruddin. Yeah. Trust me. Because tomorrow on deadline day, it's one of them where you're waiting for that maybe Amrabat deal, them low-key deals. But if you're talking about a big deal where Brentford, because imagine Brentford now getting rushed about, saying, on the last day, you've got to, without finding an alternative, you've got to lose Tony without looking at an alternative.
To be fair, they already signed in it and they were about to lose Wissa. I think Nottingham Forest came for Wissa because Nketiah went to Crystal Palace.
And also they lost out to Jimenez, the guy called Jimenez from Feyenoord. He said no. He said no.
To Nottingham Forest.
Yeah.
He said to Brentford, to Nottingham Forest.
To Nottingham Forest. So now Nottingham Forest are looking for a striker. Even though they've got Chris Wood, they've got Awoniyi, and so they're looking for a striker. I can't believe that though. That just shows you the Premier League Nordin is changed now, man. Nottingham Forest spending 35 million on a striker.
And they already got done for FFP already.
I know. Already. Yeah.
So I can ask you a question, genuinely. What have Chelsea done that this FFP don't apply to them?
How what it is, what they're doing? It's sales, man. I'm being serious with you. Like, it's the sales. They sell well.
But they've got 40 players on their
Yeah, I know, but it don't matter.
And they're only using 21. So how are they going to get rid of all these players? To be fair, they do. They do.
Right. No, when you look at them, like, honestly,
that season, how many players did they sell to the Saudi, and how many players they sold?
Yeah,
even guys who got kicked the ball for them. Guys who never kicked the ball for Chelsea, they were getting 20 million.
Yeah, and also the youngsters, Hutchinson. If you sell these players like Hutchinson, it's full profit.
The guy at Nottingham Forest, the winger, they sold him.
Hudson-Odoi. In fact, I don't think they sold him for that much, but definitely Hutchinson, 20 million. Chalobah, if he leaves his homegrown, that'll be 35 or 30 million. Conor Gallagher is 35 million homegrown. So all of that helps with your PSR and your FFP. All of that. Full profit. Do you get it? And we've to be fair, we've done all right this summer. We We sold a lot of homegrown. We've even got Tino Menji's going to Italy, by the way. Do you hear about that? Tino Menji.
Is he?
He's going to, where is he going, guys? Is he going to Torino? So apparently we got a massive sell-on clause.
Wow. Oh, from Luton. He's left Luton.
Yeah, Luton. Yeah, I told you. These English players, they go abroad, you know.
Yeah, the youngsters, innit? The youngsters, to be fair.
Yeah.
You know, big up Sancho, innit, for leading the way, innit. Now, look what they got now. It's Tamori in Italy. They got,
Loftus-Cheek.
You know what I mean? Loftus-Cheek. Now they've got, now that you see McTominay could be going aside, I'm getting nervous about McTominay, you know. I've still not seen him holding the shit, you know.
I know. But apparently he's in Italy. Because you know what? There is a lot of breakdown deals. There's a lot of breakdown that's happening this year, you know. Collapse deals. So hopefully, if that collapses, that'll be an emerging stream, mate.
Yo, what was going on? Oh my God, Saeed, yo, I don't want to do that.
Don't get me stressed out, Nerdy, because don't get me stressed out, man. Let's introduce Tom, man. You know what I mean? Don't stress me out, man.
Tom. Yo, Tom, what are we doing, Tom? Where are we? Are we doing a Stella or are we doing Jack tonight? Where are we? Are we in the Seven Hills or are we abroad?
No, we're abroad. We're in Pastures New.
Are you in Torino? Are you in Italy sorting out Sancho? Are you in Napoli?
I'm not in Italy now.
Are you there? Are you there sorting out your client, Mr. Scott McTominay?
Nah. No client of mine, mate. No client of mine.
You know, that goalkeeper from Feyenoord failed the medical. Did you see it the other day to a Premier League team? He failed the medical. A goalkeeper from Feyenoord failed the medical. I don't know what club he was going to. Premier League club. And he failed the medical, bro. A goalkeeper.
Wow.
And the contract was off. Like, that's it. He failed the medical. It's done now.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It happened.
So Scott McTominay, come on. Man. Scotty, come on, lad. Get on that treadmill, lad. Get on that. Run it up, lad. If you Scotty, just Scotty and hard. Like, go, Scotty, just throw in the medical, lad, and get back on the plane. I need you to help me crack it.
Make sure you tie your laces, Scotty. Tie your laces, mate.
Big up, Tom.
There you go.
I named the age, right? So we got 2 18-year-olds we signed. To be fair, we signed 7 players. 2 of them in for the future. 5 of them in the first team or in and around the first team at the moment. But age group is like the oldest player we've signed is Masraoui, is 26.
Yeah.
Now, apparently, I'm telling Saeed before that Sancho deal is separate from Sterling. And apparently, United are still looking at, and Saeed's like, no other club can take Sterling, right? No. And all reasons lead to Old Trafford and Dan Ashworth, apparently. So, I mean, to ask you the question, to me, Ineos will undo all of the work that they've done this summer, for me personally.
Facts.
With a Sterling signing. What do you think about that, Tom?
No, I think they would, yeah. The only reason why I don't think it's going to happen is it's not up to Dan Ashworth who we sign, and he doesn't negotiate for players. The people above him negotiate them. He just puts players forward. That's his role. Wilcox is the exact same. They put players forward together to the board. Vivell finds the players for them. Ashworth and Wilcox scavenge around the players that he's found and pick out the good ones and the bad apples and get who's credible for what they want or what they don't need right now, or maybe what they might need in the future. And then Omar Barada and Jean-Claude Blanc negotiate to get the players for them that they've decided upon. Guys, if I'm being completely honest with you, with this Chelsea thing, it makes no sense for us to do it anyway. You're trading a problem for a problem, a bad apple for a bad apple. You know, you've got 2 players on big wages. Okay, they're separated by maybe like £20,000 or something a week. Sterling's on a bit more money, right? One of them, I'm sorry, is at the back end of his contract. The only credit that he has behind him in Sterling is that he's a winner. He's won at numerous clubs, particularly at Manchester City. But I'm sorry, I've seen a lot of players, right, when they leave that City group, or they leave City in particular, right, they fall off of a massive fucking cliff and you never hear about them ever again. You look at Gundogan, right? People even forgot that he played for Barcelona, and he's begged fucking Pep and City to take him back, and they've took him back. But because he's a good player within that system, Raheem Sterling, right? Do you know something? Right? He'd probably fit coming in at Man United right now because we don't have a system. We don't. But if we had a system, guys, you would have players coming from Timbuktu that you don't know, But you know what? They'd be balling out because you've got a system, guys, that makes them better than what they maybe are or should be, but it makes them capable to be better footballers within a system. We fail to have that right now. And that's why you have players like McTominay, guys, who shone out last season.
Facts.
McTominay in a Pep Guardiola team, mate, he'd get found out in 5 minutes. He would. And this is all I'm saying. System coaches, guys, find players out. And the best example that I can use is what Ugarte's just had done to him at PSG. He signed for a club that he didn't know the manager who was going to be. A manager in Enrique comes in, right? Why would he waste his time coaching a player like Ugarte, which isn't his kind of player, to play a certain way when he has players already there who know his way that he wants to play? It doesn't make any sense. So this same thing with Sterling, guys, you're just trading a problem for a problem. I don't see it happening personally. Even if it comes down to it, guys, I think there's far too many footballing people. If this is all on Dan Ashworth, guys, I think there's far too many credible people now who will look at this and think, nah, this doesn't feel right. It doesn't look right. It's not what we've done all summer. So why are we going to suddenly change it now? And if you're going to compromise, guys, Raheem Sterling's not a player that you compromised for. He's not. So if there's maybe a couple of players that I might hear a conversation about compromising for, but not Raheem Sterling at 29 years old on stupid contract. No, thank you.
Nope. Facts. 100%, man. You can't. You just generally can't. So.
And I mean, say even your point that you were saying before. I know you've mentioned about Chiesa and stuff in the past and everything, right? Liverpool have signed this guy for 13 million euros. Fair enough. He's got an injury record, terrible injury record, right? But I remember when Coutinho, before he went to Liverpool, he had a fucking horrendous record of injuries. When he went to Liverpool, never got an injury once. Was their most consistent, best superstar player, right? Chiesa, I would have heard, because he's still, I think he's 26 guys, he's not. He's a decent player when he plays week in, week out. The only thing is the injuries. The thing with Sterling...
to be fair, the injuries, Tom, in the last couple of years have actually been better. You know,
But with Sterling, the only things that go against signing Sterling right now is his age and the money that he's on.
Yeah.
If those weren't factors, guys, we'd probably be sitting there and we might even be more open to it. But those are the two no-nos that go against everything that we've done this summer. So to answer your question, Dino, it would unravel a lot of it because it's the anomaly out of all of the players that we've signed so far. And me personally, I would rather risk it and not waste money signing Sterling and use that money potentially in January if we need an emergency player. That's what I would rather do. And if we need, say, I don't know, a left back because we have none, you can use maybe 30 million, 40 million that you might have spent on Sterling and you can go and get that left back if you really, really need one. Do we really, really need Raheem Sterling right now? I don't think so. Not for me.
We don't need Sterling. We don't need anyone right now, apart from
I think
a person that's credible. Let me ask you a question. Would you take this is very, very left field, and maybe the chat will answer. Would you take Kingsley Coleman? No, he's injury prone as well. See, that's I'm glad you're on that. Yeah. I'm glad you're on that. Big up Suge, by the way.
I'm
glad you're on that.
I don't know about players like that. Sorry, the only thing, like, it was only like a couple of years ago when we looked at such as players like Perisic and stuff. He was 28, 29. It was a decent.
I remember Mourinho wanted him in it.
That's what I mean. It was.
I wouldn't mind Perisic back in that Mourinho time.
That's what I mean. But like that, then Spurs took a risk on him when he was like 30, and it didn't work out.
34. They took
34.
a risk on him.
Yeah. Well, the latter stages of the career, there's only a couple of players that you look at and you think you maybe can break something just to bring them in. But there's very few of them that I would say to do that for. Like what we did with Ronaldo, guys, that was an anomaly. That's one of those where if you have the opportunity to do the deal, he's a superstar. He was going to guarantee you at least maybe 18, 20 goals. It was worth the risk taking it. But players like Sterling, guys, are they really going to match up against a lot of our players? Put it this way, if you had Sterling on best form, you had Rashford, let's say all of our forwards are on best form right now, guys. I don't see him getting in the first team. I don't. I really don't. Ahmad, I think, distribution in the final third is a lot better. Rashford, when he's on form, I think he's one of the best wingers in Europe from that one anomaly season, guys, where he had those brilliant stats. That's shown out against a lot of top players. People were sitting him on the Ballon d'Or fucking list in the top 10 and stuff. That's how it shines out. I've never seen Sterling get anywhere near that fucking list, mate.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. Sterling was a good player in a system with Man City.
Back in the day.
And he was a good player. He was a good player for Liverpool. He was a good player for Liverpool, but I don't want him anywhere near my football club. But I'll tell you who I want, Saeed Al-Hab. This is the left field for you. So you think, well, who did you shout? He said Coleman. Would I take? Guess who I'll take? I'll take Ramsdale over Onana, you know.
He's gone to Southampton.
I'm just saying. I would have.
No, that's his left field pick. Here we go.
Yeah,
that's my. No,
he's gone. So if he's gone,
Tom, who's your left field? Who would you take? That's a left field.
What, any position right now?
In any position right now.
Oh,
think about your Saeed.
Trying to think.
I'm trying to think right now as well. You've put me on the spot here.
I've got another one. Who I would take. Left field pick player that I would take. He's a player from Brazil. His name is Andre.
He's just gone to Wolves.
I was just going to say somebody from.
He's just gone to Wolves now. You know how much
he's gone to Wolves?
For 18 million, by the way.
18 million. There's one that I'm
not going to lie to you. Yeah. I swear to God, I'm not going to lie to you. He is a better player.
George Mendes, man. That's the problem.
Saeed,
he's a better player. He's a better player than Ugarte. I'm not going to lie to you. He's a better passer than Ugarte, and it's the same age. But to be fair, Saeed, he did have a massive injury, though. He's just coming back from an injury this season. He had a bad injury.
Yeah.
He's had a bad injury.
Euros.
So we don't know. Euros, that's about 18.
So we don't know how he's going to come back. But before the injury, I would have took him 100%.
That's the left field. Man. They love Brazilian. They love Portuguese-speaking players, man. They love it.
Yeah. And you know, now, Saeed, it's easier. Remember back in the day, they had to go to, when we were in the EU, you had to go to like a European, and then you had to make sure that you were international already and all of that to sort out the visa. Now, actually, you could sign Latin Americans because we're not in the EU anymore. Straight. That's why a lot of people are signing Latin American players straight now. They're not going around the houses.
I hear you now.
Because we're not in the EU. I keep an eye on these things, people. I'm locked into the politics, and it's about the transfers as well. How Brexit affects footballers too.
Hey,
you don't have to wait for these players
this summer, man. It's just going to affect this winter, man. With the bill, the winter tax is real, man. This year, man.
Fucking hell.
Brexit, mate. I'm telling you.
Yo, I'm not putting no heating on, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. To be fair, I live in a 3rd floor, so I get all the heat from. If my neighbors downstairs don't put the heating on, then I'm gonna freeze.
See,
lads, come on, transition. Get on the planes, go around Europe, do what I do.
Yeah.
Get the air miles in, mate. Get the air miles in.
Yeah, big up Man UFC Realist TV. Big up Mick. He says, question, where's the money come from to buy Sterling? Nah, I see loans and free agent Rabiot deadline day. Big up to you. Tom, have you thought about a left field signing?
Yeah. I've got you. You kind of got me with a in Brazil sort of thing. I would have said something like Richard Rios. The only thing that I'd say,
Colombian.
Colombian.
Viva Colombia.
The only thing that I'd say might go against it is, if I'm not mistaken, I think Palmeiras have got an 80 million euro release clause on him. So you'd have to try and negotiate around it. I'm not completely sure. It might be a different player that I'm thinking of that. But I think he has got some sort of release clause baller, by the way, attached to him. But I don't know, like I say, guys, about some of these players, though, right? Let's just say it for what it is, right? Why are we signing shit players from clubs that are just supposed to be our competitors? If you're not good to play for Chelsea, why are you good enough to play for Man United, which is a bigger, superior club than Chelsea right now?
I know.
It doesn't make sense. It really fucking doesn't. And it boils my skin down, guys. When I look at Chelsea, right, and it's not just Chelsea in particular, right, but other clubs, like you look at Spurs and all these other clubs in and around us that we're supposedly fighting with, right? If you're not good enough to stay at their club, why are they trying to get rid of them that badly to you? It doesn't make any sense. This, for me, it just stinks. It just feels like with this Sterling shit, right? Why is it that Chelsea are almost forcing this player on us? Why can't we just say no? What happened to the days of just saying no, guys? I don't want a player. I don't want him. But the difference is, and I listened to what you were saying, Said and Rudin, earlier on.
Yeah.
Your show. Your Mandem show. When I anyway, you were talking about the Sterling situation, everything and that. And then I can't remember who it was. One of you said about when you bring him in, it's almost like Erik ten Hag's going to look at it and think, I've got a more experienced option there than someone like an Ahmad or a Garnacho. So it's a safer bet because he's got bigger game experience. And when you said that, boys, and I thought to myself, I looked at it, I thought, well, it's kind of right, isn't it? Ten Hag's always gone with experienced, proven players. You look at the likes of in midfield guys, like Kobe Mino couldn't get a sniff probably in that first season when you had experienced boys like Casemiro and Eriksen coming into the club. Where was you ever going to really get a chance to shine against players who have actually done something in the game and proven it? You're not gonna. The only problem, and that's the same thing that I'd look at if you brought in a player like Sterling, guys. He does command a bit of pedigree.
Tom, he's not coming. Honestly, I don't want to talk about him. He's not coming. I'll be shocked. That'll be the biggest left field thing ever. Sterling. He's not coming. It don't make sense. It don't make sense. I don't get anybody who sits there and talks. And I don't want Chidwell either.
Tries to talk us into it. I don't sit there. Yeah, it just doesn't make any fucking sense.
100%. Big up. Let me just get these super chats. Big up. Big up Thames, man. Big up both of you as always. Hope you're good. Listen, Love King. For every 3 Mbappe, I will sign 1 Adu Mbappe.
Fucking
give him the right juice. Thames says people swap Sancho for Conan for easily. Very direct, full of pace, but big. Big up everyone on the stream. Listen, Coleman for me, honestly, he's just too injury prone, bro. He's too injury prone. I can't have too many injury prone players on my football club, honestly. And that's the question, Saeed. Saeed, so of everything that we've signed, do you think we're ready? Be honest.
We are ready. Yes, I believe.
You think you're ready?
Yeah.
I'm ready. So Lindelof settings. When one person fullback gets injured, you're happy to have Lindelof as a left back?
No, because for me, it's like the managers put faith in Luke Shaw. You know what I mean? Being a guy who relies on. So he, for me, has to take that L. For me, I don't care what anybody says.
Who's that?
He likes him. Luke Shaw. So
he didn't. How
other players he's abandoned, like Martial and other players that have been injury prone. So let's see what he's still happy with him. So cool. What else is there? Yeah, listen, but he's got everything what he wants, but we've got Mazraoui as backup. There's no more business right now. I think for me, he's set now, man. He's really, really set. Like left back, cool. You know what I'm saying? I would have got Hermoso, but apparently United fans are not too keen on him. There are some. I wouldn't mind Reguilon if he came back.
You love Reguilon, do you? You love Reguilon, so
I don't mind. No, but on loan, I don't mind it as a backup option while Malacia and Shaw get fit.
To be fair, anybody left-footed for me, I'm that desperate right now. Anybody left-footed, Jim, a couple of blocks down, a couple of streets down the road, he's got a good left peg. I love him as a left back.
We could have had Alvaro Fernandez. He would have been in the under 21s.
But you know what? They have to do that for FFP. They have to get rid of players for FFP, bro. That's what they do. I'll take El Nouri, honestly. That would be a brilliant. But he's a bit injury prone. But did you see what he was doing? The madness he was doing.
Yeah, man, trust me. He's good. But like I said, man, you know what I mean? Right now, you know what it is, though, Nordin, yeah? It's about not doing the wrong choice right now, especially with 2 days to go. I'm happy with the squad now, man. It is what it is. I'd rather not make the wrong choice, you know what I mean?
Panic buy.
Yeah, panic buy. Yeah, I'd rather not. We got our 5 players in. Cool. We now move. Ten Hag has to deliver now. That's it. Simple.
Guys, Guys,
guys.
I'll even throw a question to you though, guys. When you look at it, like, would you rather spend that money that you could maybe on one more player now, or would you rather have that money available if you need to use it in January and get a player mid-season that might change things slightly, it might help you? Kind of what we did with when we brought Bruno to the club, right? When we paid,
man.
Go on.
We didn't buy much money.
He just keeps
breaking. 1 second, Tom.
No, it's not breaking, man. He's just repeating the same. He's just repeating the same stuff, man. He's saying
he's the biggest remixer ever, by the way.
Yeah, remixing, man. I can't. He just said Chelsea remain both in talks for Jadon Sancho. Juventus have improved their proposal today for loan with buy option. Man United insists on obligation and salary coverage. Also, key point. Chelsea remain in active talks, but still want to swap with Raheem Sterling.
No.
So same thing.
Guys, even with that with Chelsea, right? Did you hear about earlier with the UEFA compliance laws that they're failing the guidelines of it? So if they don't sell enough players to balance over UEFA's finance guidelines, they can't comply with them for the season, effectively. So they'll be in. It'll kind of be like City 2.0, but for one season as opposed to like 7 or 8 years. That's effectively mad. What they'll do.
That's mad. But apparently they still got Tom. They got 40 players registered, but their manager said he's only working with 21.
Yeah, no, but I rate that. I rate that. No, I rate that.
I do. Yeah, he's dealing with. You know something, right? He's dealing with a shit situation, right? Because he's not an experienced manager anyway, is he?
No, but he's taking control, Tom.
He's taking control.
Yeah. You know what he's doing here?
The people above him saying, I don't know what they're playing, mate. Fucking Monopoly, roulette. Like,
no, he's doing this on purpose, though. You know what he's doing here? Fair play to Maresca, yeah. When I was watching his conference, he goes, so what are you going to do with the other players? He said, that's not my problem. That's not my problem. I'm dealing with 20 or 21 players. That's not my problem. So he was like,
he's got the accent. He's got the accent.
Come on. That's not my problem.
Italiano. Eh?
Nah, it's true, man. Because at the end of the day, bro, he's like, that's not my problem. At the end of the day, he's like, yo, why go on? Like,
why should I? To be fair, it's true. To be fair, to be fair, he said when he got the job, he said, "I'm the first team coach. Yeah. Everything else take it with the club."
Yeah, but you know what? It's the fact that he's saying, yo, these are my group of players. Like, I don't care if there's a 40 there, bro. Man's picking 20. The rest of them ain't in my squad. And it's true, though. What can the owner do, though? The owner can't really do anything. The owner can't say, yo, you got to fit everyone in your squad, because it's not possible to fit everyone in your squad. So he's not going to get into trouble. The only way he gets into trouble is that them players that are performing, they don't perform on the pitch. And then the guys that are meant to be on the pitch that would be performing are not on the pitch. I mean, that would be the only way.
Yeah. You can only correct me if I'm wrong. I think you can only register 26 players to play in the Premier League.
Bro, you can.
So you've only got a set amount of players you can register. You can like move players in and out if you get injuries.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, but you can't register them. You can't register more than 26 at the start of a season if you've got no injuries. That's the way that I think it works. So the other 14 players include players like Chalobah and Sterling and fuck knows whoever else, guys. The only thing that I'm saying, though, is Chelsea are forcing these players onto clubs, and we're one of the main fucking targets that they're using, either to use our name to get the players out there or to try and force them onto us. I just don't want us to be stupid enough, guys, that we look at a player to think.
I'll be shocked.
I'm not just on about Sterling, though, Dino. I'm not just on about Sterling. Playing like fucking Chalobah or any of them. Yeah. I don't want to hear this conversation about it. I've had enough buying Chelsea shit rejects, mate. Well, let's buy some 100%. Proper players. Listen, if they were good enough, they'd make that 26 fucking men. But they're not, have they, clearly?
Listen, 100%. The biggest thing MUFC Realist TV just said before that, Sancho and Sterling share the same agent. So he's using, and then somebody in the chat was just saying the Sky and the Guardian are getting used for that. But the big thing about the PSR, I asked Saeed, what are Chelsea doing in the PC? How are they going around?
Dino, put that comment.
Because they sell players, to be fair. They do. I remember last season how many players they sold. They sell players. They're not like Manchester United. They sell players and they get decent wages for these players.
Dino.
This is part of the Ibrahimovic era. You know, the legacy of the Ibrahimovic. You know, when he was robbing all the young players in Europe, he was tapping up all the young players in Europe. And to be fair, I've been reading articles. Big up Elite Baller asked the question, Let me see if I can answer this question for you, right? What Chelsea are doing is what teams, franchises do in American sports. Buy up all the young talent to basically pump up the value of the football club.
Because they've got a future, that's why it is.
And that's it. So then you put them on long-term contracts to pump up the value of the franchise. And that's what Todd Bowley's doing. That's what Bowley does, mate. Bowley's doing what he's doing.
You can do that in America. Like you hear about basketball players and stuff all the time, guys. They sign like 11-year contracts and stuff. They never see them through in the end. But because they give them so much money so young, because it's over such a long period, it doesn't look like you're paying them as 100%. much. This is what I was talking about, Dino. That's the statement from, correct me if I think it's the Times, I think it is. It was Martin Ziegler, I think his name is. UEFA won't allow clubs to declare income from sale of assets to sister clubs. So like when they sold the surrounding block buildings, so then they can recoup money back into the club. When they've done that, it means that they can't do it. The hotel, sorry, that's it. Yeah, they sold the hotel, but it meant that the assets that they got, the money that they got from the deal, they put it through a sister club. Yeah, they put it through a sister company instead of putting it through registering it as Chelsea. So then it doesn't mean that they can't finance it against the football club. That's effectively what it means. But if they could do that, which they can't anymore since they changed the laws of it, but when they could, it meant that they could put, say if they made £70 million from the sale, they can pump that into the club as if it's like they've sold a player. That's the same. That's basically the saying of the way that they can do it. The problem is, when you look at Chelsea guys, they don't really have a fucking lot of assets to sell right now. Not good ones anyway. So it doesn't surprise me that they're going around the houses selling hotels and land and all this other shit, right? It's the same thing. We're in the same position though right now, guys, right? We don't have a lot of high-value assets as a squad, do we? If we're facing facts. Because not a lot of people come to the forefront to buy Fernandes. Well, Kobe's the only one, but Dino, we already know this anyway. We'd lock him down, and if he was Spanish, right? I tell you now, any Spanish club would put £1 billion at least close over his neck and over his like a collar, and they'd never touch him, like they do. Barcelona did with Pedri and Gavi and all the young players. They put £1 billion on them, so that nobody comes near them. We in England we don't use that model. But what you said, Dino, about where they stockpile like young players, the American way that they do it. Yes, they stockpiled the players up, but the only thing that I could see that what Chelsea are trying to do is they're stockpiling a lot of talent. They're hoping that they get more of them right than they do wrong, and then the ones that go wrong, they might only lose like 10 million on because they're paying the money over like 7 or 8 years. Whereas then if they get to the ones where they make a success of it, say if they sell Cole Palmer in say 2 or 3 years' time, guys, to Real Madrid for £80 million or £100 million or whatever, they'll have made a bona fide success of it, won't they? That's what people will look at it as because they've got one of the good ones out of it.
Fuck Chelsea. As long as they're not selling us anything, don't use our name. That's all I'm saying.
This is what I'm saying, though. That's the point that I made.
The name of Manchester United out of your fucking mouth.
Out of your mouth. Trust me.
Leave us out of this shit. Let's talk about it, right, Saeed? Quick before we go. How you feeling about Sunday?
Sunday, I'm actually calm. I can't lie.
Confident, you know.
I'm quietly confident of a draw. No, I think we'll get a draw. You know, I think we won't lose that game.
The bottle jobs will turn up on the Old Trafford.
Exactly, Nuruddin. The bottle jobs will turn up, Nuruddin. They will turn up because you know why? I've seen this hymn sheet before. I've seen Ten Hag come out and start doing mad tactics somewhere on the front foot. Now, I've seen this, guys. Every time you think his job or whatever is under pressure, he pulls it out of the bag and fair play.
Don't have McTominay anymore. Don't have
you know what?
Anymore.
I'm telling you now. No, genuinely, guys. You know what's mad here? That will generally affect Ten Hag a lot this season. You know, not having McTominay there, he might lose his mind. You know, because bro, what's he gonna do in terms of tactics? Like in terms of like. You know, he's got to stick to the game plan now. He's
going to get found out. He's either going to get found out to be right or wrong.
It's the question. What player is he going to use to crash the box now? Think about it.
I'm thinking he's going to... You know what? It's a shout, you know.
Oh, Nana, mate. 99 minutes.
I don't know. I genuinely don't know. That's why he maybe wants Raheem Sterling. Maybe
Sterling's not a box crasher, though, is he?
He's not a box crasher.
He's a sprinter. He's a sprinter.
You can't. Game, you know, that's what I said, yeah. You know what, yeah? It's mad, yeah. Like I said, McTominay has more use than Mason Mount. And I still stand corrected. With Miss McTominay, you get goals, yeah, you get clutch moments in it. And he could get, you know, a few things here and there. Mason Mount has no use, you know, man. Like only pressing. That's off the ball stuff. You know? So that's what I'm saying. Like, to me,
off the ball side, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Ten Hag's going to struggle, man. Like, McTominay scored some big goals for him, you know. He saved him against Galatasaray when we were potentially going to lose that game. He made it 3-1. He saved him in Wolves game when he made it, I think, was it 3-2? And obviously they came back into it. He saved him against Brentford. He saved him against Chelsea. He saved him against at home Fulham
was another game.
You know what I mean? That bro, like McTominay's been there for Ten Hag, you know. He's been his and that's why Conte's like, yo, this guy's clutch. I need his player.
Do you know something else?
Signed him on Lukaku. Signed him on Lukaku.
I know. And they played with each other, did they?
But they're both. Saeed, both of them, no football, just crashing the box, FC, mate.
That's Conte's kind of players, though, guys. That's Conte's players.
Listen, you used to have Osimhen. Now you've got Lukaku, and then supporting him right next to him is McTominay.
Nah, it's crazy.
Are they ready for that? Listen, are they ready for Maradona, mate? Maradona. Mactona, are they ready for him? It's the it's the Maradona Stadium ready for Maradona, mate. Maradona.
Maradona.
No, the question is, who's going to use? Is it Mount? Saeed, and let's go through it quickly before we go. Tell me your 11 to start against Liverpool.
I'm gonna just take out
what you feel. What do you think Ten Hag's gonna do?
I think for me, De Ligt comes in and Xerxes comes in, and I take off Mount and I take off Maguire, and it's the same team after that. You know what I mean? It's the same team most of the time. That's pretty much it. Do you know what I mean? So that's where my kind of head's at. Check out De Ligt, put in De Ligt, and then go from there.
So some people are saying, why are you throwing De Ligt in the deep end? And I'm like, yo, he's like the future captain of Man United. Like, he's got to be thrown in the deep end. People are like, oh, what about if he gets exposed? What about if he makes mistakes? So what?
So what? Yeah, so what?
I see on Twitter, trending people say, don't put De Ligt in, play Maguire. I'm like, what? We bought De Ligt for these games, specifically for these games. What are they on about?
For these big games, man. For these big games we bought him for. And people are saying we don't want to use him. Get out of here.
There must be a reason why Erik ten Hag's not put him in the first 2 games. He's not ready.
Yeah, Coles.
Bro.
There's a reason. There's a reason why that's happened, Nordin, man. That's what it is, man. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, this is where we're at right now. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I don't know. I just think for me right now, at this minute, we're in a bit of trouble. Like genuinely, we're in a bit of trouble. Like in terms of that area, in terms of, you know, like the manager just not playing the best players, man. He's got even Ugarte, like he'll play him at the end of October. Do you know what I mean? He's just that kind of guy. He won't start him until like October. Do you know what I mean? Because he's like, oh, he needs to be playing this amount of games. Get out of here, man.
Nah, man.
Players. Yeah. He's got to rotate. He's got to rotate, and he's got to do it quick.
He's got a bench now, Saeed, though. This is what we've been saying, though. He's got a bench, so there's no excuses now. If you need, like what we said at the weekend, right, with Brighton, right, if you get to, say, 85 minutes and you want to show the game up, right, you bring on a player like De Ligt, you bring on Maguire off the bench, or you bring whoever off the bench, and you play about 3 centre-backs and sit the game out. That's basic football management. You see clubs do it all the time with lesser quality players.
All the time,
if it means you always use the old phrase, guy, you take an attacker off to bring a defender on, or whatever. That's it. But we don't do that. That's the issue. We do with Liverpool, though. Liverpool will kill you on that counter, mate.
What's the side? Before I let you go, 2-2, 2-1. 1-1.
I'm gonna say 2-2. You know, bro. I can't lie.
Do you think we've got goals in us like that?
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but I think 2-2.
Wow.
2-2. I'm going for.
Wow.
2-2.
Wow.
I think
anyway,
2-2.
Listen, Zaid, big up, man. I know you've done a hell of a stream, so I'll let you go.
Yeah, big up, man. Love, man. Big up, Tom. Big up everyone in the chat. Make sure you like the video, man. How many likes are we on, Nordin?
Yo, let me have a look. Last time I think we're on like 140, so let me just have a look quickly. Let me just check. We were on 151 before, and it's over 300 people watching, and now we're still on 151, Saeed.
Come on, man. Get the likes up, man.
Only 84 people have liked the video. 84 people, according to the poll.
Come on.
16% of people have not liked it.
Come on, like the video, people. Like the video. Let's get up to 200 likes, man.
200 likes, man. 200 likes for the podcast,
man.
people.
We'll catch up.
At least you could do the shadow ban still.
Shadow ban, man. That's what I'm saying.
So, yeah, let's go. But yes, big up to you, bro. And we'll catch you tomorrow in a Big Six. Let's Who's playing, by the way? Who are the Big Six? Who's playing who this weekend?
They're not playing anyone. It's just us, man. Just us.
Are we the big game? Yeah, we're the big game.
To be fair, West Ham, Man City.
Nah, that's not a big game.
nah, fucking hell, they're going to wipe the floor with it.
That's not a big game, Steve.
Who else is there? Yeah, that's about it.
Yo, listen, it's Arsenal, Brighton, Brentford, Southampton, Everton, AFC Pom, Ipswich, Fulham, Leicester, Villa, Nottingham Forest, Wolverhampton, West Ham, Man City. There it is.
Let's see. I don't think there's any shocks, man. I'll be honest with you. I doubt it. I
want Ipswich to win their first game, though. But they want Ipswich to win their first game. Beat Fulham, man. I don't care. Come on, Ipswich. By
the way, there's 8 Europa League games, guys, man. 8. The last game is in January, late January 25. So we're going to be playing Europa League.
Altogether, to get to the final is 17. You have to play.
17. So 17 plus 38.
To get to the final. It might be more.
Yeah, plus
38.
You're over 70 games, lads. You're like 75 games.
So 38 plus 17.
Yeah, plus
you get to the final, guys.
50. How many FA Cups are there?
Right, I've read
you join in the 5th round, innit? Everybody joins in the 5th round, innit? And we go to the 6th round.
Third round.
4th round. Is it the 4th round or the 3rd round? Did we join in the
third round? Third round.
4th round, 5th round. Then it's the quarters, isn't it? And then semis and then final. So I think about 6-7 games, I think, is to win a cup.
Yeah, and then Carabao Cup as well. So you've got to add maybe 6 on there. You're playing like 70, 75 games.
Well, you got 8. You got 8. You got 7. You got 7 on that one because it's 75.
And then you've got the 2 legs as well.
Yeah. But the Europa League, the maddest thing about it, same in the Champions League. You're in a group of 8, yeah? You play each other,
that's 67 games altogether. 67.
You know the draw. You know the madness about the Europa League and the Champions this season. You don't do home and away. You just do in the first round. The computer picks that, so you might be away, play here. I just hope
4 home, 4 away.
I hope that we just play like, you know what I mean. It's not.
If you win the first 4, does that mean you're not through, or first 5? You don't have to play the last 3 games.
No, it's because it's a league table, and
you have to play.
You have to play. There's no automatic. Yeah, there's no automatic. There's no as soon as you qualify. This is what we've said.
It's up to Uzbekistan people,
bro. We might be bottom of the group.
There's no. There's none of this. Like you get to the top by like 6 games. If you've got to go to Russia or Kazakhstan, you've still got to fly. There's no abandoning ship.
8 games, man. That is mad. So when does the Champions League finish then? The same time as us.
It's the same time, but they just add they've added more games in. That's all they've done.
But other than return legs in the group setting, there's no return legs. So if we play, let's say Sevilla, it's not. We only play Sevilla at their ground or Old Trafford. We don't go back to their yard.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you play one-off game.
In the league, you only play each other like once.
Oh my days! It's January the 25th, man.
Because one week you might play Sevilla away.
The first week is 17th.
The next week, the next week you might play Rangers at home.
October the 1st, match day 2. October the 22, that's on my birthday, match day 3. 5th, match day 4 is 5 and 6. But there's 8 weeks of this, you know. In a row, by the way. Most of them are obviously going to be after international break, but this is going to be a mad season, you know.
Get your passport outside. Get your
Bro, I'm done. I can't lie.
You're visiting places you didn't even know existed, brother.
Listen, Saeed's got to do some vlogs, mate. He's going to New York, man. He's up to New York. Be careful out there, Saeed. They might call you.
I need a break, man. Europa League, man. You know what's mad, yeah? I'm glad, yeah, my United are not taking four games worth of money out of my account, mate. I'm glad I opted out of that Europa League. I'm telling you, mate. United would have fleeced us, mate. 4 home games. Like some of them could be rubbish. I'm glad it's going to be.
You don't know who you're playing. This is the thing, Say. You don't know who you're playing, fella.
I know.
You don't know what you're getting. You don't know. And this is what the coaches.
Draw is on Friday.
Yeah, coaches.
I'll be doing the draw. you're around, Nuruddin, let me know.
I'll be around,
the
man.
coaches,
Yeah,
the coaches can't even prepare properly when you think about it, because you don't know who the fuck you're playing where or when you get that far.
Crazy.
And you know the World Cup, by the way, before I go, the World Cup is 46 teams.
Correct.
Wow.
Imagine watching that, 46. Like, imagine watching San Marino at 4 o'clock.
Everybody's looking at it. Everybody's looking at that. To be fair, international football is closer, to be fair. It's more closer, international football.
No, I'm saying, like, bro, the amount of games, it's gonna make the tournament like rubbish, man.
With that pitches that you watched all of it. With those pitches.
Leg breakers.
The only pitch that I seen was good was that Soulfire. It looked a bit decent.
What are you talking about, mate? You injured 2 players on that pitch. Arsenal crucified us on that pitch, mate.
NFL pitches, man, it's crazy. Like, it's mad, bro.
The stadiums and that, you can understand why it's you're in America when you look at something like that.
Them Colombians, mate, I'm telling you.
But them pitches, they play.
We're going to that World Cup, man. We're going to that World Cup, man. We're doing it. 100%. Somehow, Saeed's going to leave me in the airport if I get locked up in it.
Nuruddin. That's it.
You think Saeed had a bad time in the US? I'm going to get it, mate. Trust me. If they ever let me in, bro, they might not let me in.
Big
Dino on the first plane back, mate.
No, man, I'm telling you, mate. You'll be like, yo, get out of there, man. You know what I'm saying to you? Like, it's crazy, man. But listen, love, man. Let you go, bro. Yeah, big up, man. Big up, Tom, man. Love.
Yeah, man. Yo, Tom, talk to me. Tell me about the game. Make sure you go and check out the man them, heated today. It got heated. Make sure you go and check out Saeed TV, mate. Let's go to 100 to 200K people. Road to 200K. Go and check it out. Talk to me, Tom. Sunday, how you feeling? People were 13 likes away. Let's do it now quickly. 13 likes away from 200, man. That's the target. Let's do it.
Yeah. Look,
Where are you, Tom? First of all, where are you, Tom? Where are you?
Well, I'm actually in the pastures new. I'm in Switzerland.
Woo! So, yo, Tom's definitely not having a Stella there. It's too expensive.
No.
Yo, have you seen that? Apart, my friend went there. He said the price of a pint is the price of a house. Yo, I'm like, yo, that's good. If you can't afford it, don't do it. Don't get tipsy if you can't afford it.
Oh, fucking hell. No, but yeah. It's actually been quite okay weather, to be fair. It was raining quite heavily before, but I come prepared, put it that way. I come prepared. But
how long are you there for? How long are you there for?
I'm here till Friday, and then I fly back Friday.
Yeah, big up, Tom. Have an amazing time. Big up Tim Gunners. I know that I would like to do an Arsenal versus Man United preview. 100%, you're welcome. More than welcome, bro. Come on, jump on. But Tom, Sunday, talk to me about Sunday, man. Where are we on Sunday? Have we reached it yet? Elite Baller, talk to me. Andrew Ellis, talk to me. Have we reached 200 likes yet? Ooh, we're far away. Far away. Come on, people. 4 likes away. Tom, talk to me about Sunday. Where are we?
I'm a little bit. I'm not worried, but I'm cautiously optimistic. Put it that way. I think we've got a decent squad. Look, Liverpool haven't really improved squad-wise, but they've got different ideas in that team. That's what I will say. So the Liverpool team that's going to come to Old Trafford is going to be a new Liverpool team. It's not going to be the Jurgen Klopp team that's going to run you around the pitch ragged and all this. It's more of a discipline, control, try and keep the ball in tight spaces, press. You almost use the counter-pressing system, similar to what Klopp used, but the players that he has right now in that Liverpool team, a lot of them suit the way that he wants to play straight away. That's what I would say. But they're only going to suit it for maybe a season or two until they replace a couple of those players. Because Van Dijk's getting on the wrong end of the latter of his 20s, early 30s. Salah's in the same position. You know, you've got players there that you're going to have to try and ship out at some point and try and get a like-for-like replacement of them. But Liverpool have always been a good recruitment club. when they had that Edwards and people in charge as well with what we call it the analytics of football, don't we, Dino? Brighton use it as well. And you get the best characterising of the player that you want, pretty much, when you use analytics to recruit players. But no, I think the better end of this game, the way that we can win this game, me personally, is I think you've got to win the midfield battle if you're going to beat this. If you're going to beat this Liverpool team, from what I've seen for the Ipswich game, I think it was a little bit of a mismatch. I'm probably going to be a bit harsh on Ipswich there, but the Brentford game, they gave Liverpool a good run in. I will say that, Dino, especially on the counter attack in the space when they left that space in behind. Brentford had them on strings. Visser and Burma, I think, are brilliant players. I know that the difference is I think they're brilliant players for the level that they're at. But if they took a step up, I think they would struggle at a bigger football club with bigger ambitions and expectations. But we don't necessarily have a player like an Mbeumo, like for like, that's going to drag the pitch or stretch it. We did 2 seasons ago with Rashford. If that Rashford turned up on Sunday, Liverpool would be worried. Trust me. Whoever plays on that wing, they'd be fucking worried. And the same point that I could make, even through the middle, Dino. Xerxes, I think he's a must to play this game for me because he's something different. And I've said this about Xerxes when we've discussed it with the other 2 games. Brighton, Dino, when he got on the ball, when he had the ball, I don't really think they knew what to do with him. I said this against Fulham when he came on, Dino. He's an unorthodox player. He's not a false 9. He's not an out-and-out goal-scoring number 9. So I don't really know, what he is, but he's a question mark, and he's a question mark for coaches and players because they can't really get to grips with him. So the better thing that I could say in this game is if you have a play like that, Dino, and I really like Xerxes, just based upon what I've seen IQ-wise, the touches, the silkiness, he's my kind of player, put it that way. But I just want to see us at least have that control in the midfield. And let's just not have what we had last year with Liverpool in that FA Cup game, where it was like a basketball match. End to end, there was big spaces, big holes. I don't want that. I want a bit of discipline. And if I had to pick out some changes that I'd have probably made from the Brighton game, Dino, I'd drop Mount out and I'd play Xerxes. I'd put Dillett in there as well for me. And I'm going to say something a little bit left field. I would put Mazraoui on the left-hand side and I'd put Delo on the right-hand side of the defence. The reason why I'd say that is because I think Mazraoui will have a lot more good chances to put balls in the box from the left-hand side and invert in. Because Shaw, whenever we've categorised Shaw, Dino, when he's had a good game, Liverpool's normally been a game that he's done okay against. What happened there? Tom, can you hear me? When he locks a player down. Yeah, I can hear you, mate. I can hear you.
Everything just froze up, people. Everything just froze up. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting game, people, on Sunday. Hope to be there. Hope to be in the stadium, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, it's going to be a very, very interesting. Can people hear me? Can people hear me? Can people hear me? Can you all hear me? Tom, are you there?
Hello,
yeah. Tom.
Hello.
If you can hear me, please give me the thumbs up. Elite Baller, can you hear me? Yeah. Listen, it's going to be a very interesting game on Sunday. I'm not going to lie to you. Manchester United have to, for me, go for it. I think the players, let me see what he says here. Okay, Tom said he can hear me, but I don't know what happened. Big up to everybody for getting us to 200 likes. That was a target set. The game on Sunday, we're going to do some preview hopefully tomorrow night or Friday. I might do actually on Friday. I might do a Friday show late, 10:30, or maybe even Saturday. I might do a Saturday, Saturday night, I might do because the game's on Sunday, innit? So I don't know whether to do a preview tomorrow night or tomorrow sometime, or to do it on Saturday. You decide, people. Let me know. What do you think? Should I do it on Saturday, the preview, or should I do it Thursday, tomorrow night? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? When do you want the preview for Liverpool? Friday. Yeah, Ugarte might be on the bench. I think it's going to be a tricky game. Like I said, I think Liverpool are going to come try to get some revenge. We derailed their whole season last season. So they're going to come for revenge. We beat them in the FA Cup and went to win the FA Cup. We stopped their league. We drew with them 2-2 at Old Trafford. We stopped their league. So yeah, Friday. Everybody wants me to do one on Friday. Okay. Let's see if we get to 220 likes, people. 220 likes. I want to be greedy a little bit. But yeah, the game's going to be very, very ferocious and furious. I wish Ugarte will start, me personally. I would play Bruno. No, I would not play Bruno in that game or Rashford. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I would Rashford to come on, maybe, in the game. Even though Rashford has got a good scoring record against Liverpool. He has scored some goals against Liverpool in his time. But I would play Garnacho and Ahmad. And I would play Xerxes. I would play Kobe. And then I'll play Casemiro and Ugarte. The Lit, Martinez, the lot, Masraoui. And if it's up to me, Unana will not be in net. It'll be some of the goalkeeper. I know I'm a madman, people, but I can dream. That's the team for me. Bruno will not be in that team for me. I'm not going to lie to you. He was wasteful. Mount will not be in that team for me. Yeah. Big up to everybody, man. Big up Jaul Sulamelson. Good. This channel also, thanks. Yeah, big up. You're welcome, man. Welcome to the therapy army. You are certified. URT. Who are we? URT. Let's be having you people. URT, who are we? Let's go. But yeah, it's going to be a very interesting game. And I'm looking forward to it. And I hope and pray that Manchester United come out victorious. It's the only game, actually, 2 games in the season where I don't look at how we play. I just want that result. I just want to have the bragging rights. A lot of my cousins are Liverpool fans. A lot of my friends, a lot of relatives are Liverpool fans. I want to stick it to them. Press them. So if United can do that, just get the 3 points, mate. Put the brakes on the Arne slot train, man. That's what I want. I'm not after United play. Yeah. I like Vivek. He's out on loan, I think. Yeah. We have to win it. We have to win it on Saturday, yeah. URT. Who are we? URT. This is for the URT. Get in the URT. Become part of the URT. Yeah, man. URT, hey. Let's be having you. Big up. Congratulations, man. Yeah, we got 220 likes. That was it. Big up Andrew Ellis. Andrew, listen, next time you're around, you want to jump on the channel, just tell me to send you the link, okay? Get at me, message me on Twitter and let me know, okay? Big up everybody. Love and like. I don't want Sterling. I don't want Chilwell. I don't want any Chelsea rejects. I do think we need a second midfield player, but the club doesn't think so. I think we need a left back. The club's saying no. So we'll see. I hope that Eriksen heads out, and I hope that Victor Lindelof heads out as well. But it looks like Victor Lindelof is injured, so he won't be going anywhere. Would you take a draw right now and hope for the win? But hope for the win. Now, I want the win, mate. It's at Old Trafford. I want the win. We beat them in a cup last season. We had the worst players than that. I want the win right now. But we need to take our chances. Manchester United score first. I think we'll win the game. Yeah, Elite Baller. Yeah, 100%. Are you on Twitter? Get at me at Twitter, innit? We'll do a call-in show maybe on Sunday after the game. We might do a call-in show so you can call in as well. But if you want to jump on, yeah. Are you on Twitter, Elite Baller? Follow me. It's that guy Red Devil, by the way. That guy Red Devil on Twitter. Mr. Structure on Twitter, if you're on Twitter, people. Yeah, that's what I'm saying to you. We need to beat them. We need to beat them. Then we'll be on the same level as point system. Yeah, Elite Baller, listen, do we follow each other? Tag me in a tweet now, and then I'll follow you back if we don't follow each other already. Yeah, so it's what it is, people. But yeah, it's a big game, mate. And then have you seen it? We got to go Southampton, we got to play Villa, then we play Arsenal as well, not that far away. We play Arsenal soon. So we got big games, man. And you know, Southampton ain't easy, but for me, we got to play Liverpool on Sunday, and then after that, it's 2 weeks of international football. So to send us up nicely into that nice break, we need to get that win. Big up, people. Love and light, man. Win, lose, or draw. Glazers out, people. Glazers out. Free Palestine. Free the people. Free the land. End the occupation. Stop the genocide. Free Tigray. Free Ogaden. Free Congo. Free Sudan. Free anywhere in the world where people are oppressed. Where the inside minorities inside countries. Anywhere, we always stand with the people who are fighting and resisting oppression. So solidarity with everyone throughout the world, people, wherever you are. I hope we don't sing that song back to life, back to reality on Sunday. I already put the tweet out. I don't want to be saying that. I want to be singing the pool got smashed. Pool got smashed. Your pool got smashed again. That's what I want to be singing. I want to be singing a different song. Yeah, man. Unite the people, mate. The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. Yes, Robert. Freedom and humanity, people. Let's go, people. Let's go. Biggest game in English football, bro. 100%. Of the Reds. Let's be having you. Of the Reds. URT Army. Of the Reds. Peace, love, light. Take care. Good night. Smash a like, those of you watch this later. Let me know what you think about a Liverpool game.